Hello, it's Karmatos, and welcome to another Thameme deck. I had so much fun with Space Wolves last time, I wanted to try the other underdog for Space Wolves for a little Thameming, and that underdog, or underwolf, is Geigor Fell-Hand. Geigor Fell-Hand? Anyway, and the Thameme going on here is I like the fact that his Warlord power is deal damage equal to your attack. So, the Thameme is stack attack. I'm going to throw in every single way I can think of to increase the attack of your Warlord, a few things that have a random chance of maybe increasing the attack of your Warlord, and otherwise a whole bunch of troop control, and for a reason, and we're going to see why. But let's go ahead and go through the deck, and when I get to the card as why, I'll explain deeper. So, Kaizu Lane, it's a legendary, the only neutral legendary from the new set that I've gotten. And I picked this guy because, one, I wanted to try him. It's the first deck I've ever put him in. And two, well, it has a chance to get a random tactic of your choice to your hand, and there's a lot of tactics that can increase your Warlord attack, including all the ones in this deck. So, just a little bit of extra chance. It's a good turn 2 drop. Options. Lots of options, and just for fun. The Hunters, this is a troop control, flank, kill something that's like a 2-2 alpha something, you know, gets to stick around, forces them to deal with it, just good control. Wolf Claw, one of the most important attack increasers, it's even got him on the card, for God's sake, and that's because it gives your Warlord +1 attack and Bloodthirst until your next turn. So you can get him up to a 3, or a 4, or a 5, depending on the circumstance, and direct poke with his Warlord power, or just double tap. You got options. We got a pair of Jordan Stalker Squads. It's the best 3-cost troop in the game. I'm just going to run it. And, to be fair, it's ward, so it's hard to kill, and it does control. Ekratrez. So, some of the cards in this deck are themed towards sticking alive until we reach Apotheosis, and Ekratrez helps with that. Also, because we are a Berserk Warlord, I have to attack every turn or use my Warlord power. I have to take an action if possible. So Ekratrez is going to offset some of those face bashes. War Room. Now here's the key card. It's a new one. It's the new rare from the new neutrals. Draw a tactic from your deck and reduce its cost by 2. So we have some very important tactics for this Warlord and his stack attack. Apotheosis, most importantly. We have Dionysian Spear, which is another plus attack permanently and stun when you attack, and of course the Wolf Claws. So I tried to keep the deck to just that, and wolves, because, you know, why not? And now when I pop War Room, I'm guaranteed to get one of those, and it's like a 50-50 chance of Apotheosis or Spear, and getting that off sooner wins you the game every single time. And of course there's a small chance you pull War Room itself, and so that's why there's a lot of troop control, or control troops that control, as many as I could jam in there, so that way I'm able to control the board state without having War Room pull those. And there's actually a card in here that does not belong. Let me know if you see it, because I'm going to talk about it when I get there. Hunters, another form of fast control, troop control. Jubok, this is another kind of like Zulane. The hope idea is that I pull something from the enemy deck that can increase my attack, and also just creates a little board threat and things. And I am going to pull an Apotheosis in these games, so does its job. Balei. Come on, best 4-cost troop in the game. Just worth it. Makes the enemy waste a whole turn killing it, or you win the game with it. Artillery Strike is actually not supposed to be in this deck. When I was building it, I was looking at the curve near the end, and I saw that the 4 was down to 1. I only had Balei, so I put in a couple Artillery Strikes, and then I remembered, well, you know, I want War Room. So I thought I took both out and stuck these 2 in. Turns out I only took 1 out, and then when I saw that the curve was 4-4-4, I was happy. So in hindsight, Artillery Strike should get changed for some other 4-cost, maybe a Ward Troop, something fun. It turns out that it doesn't play a big factor in this. I think the one time I play Artillery Strike, you'll see that anything else would have been better, so just take that with a grain of salt and pretend that this is your favorite 4-cost card. Samander Rhino. Yeah, this was the 4-cost I threw in there because I'm like, yeah, it can get me draw from my deck. By drawing Astartes, I increase the chances of drawing the attack bonuses. It's just also a good way to kind of screw with the enemy a few turns, especially if they're aggro. It's a very solid Rhino. I run this when I can. Firewalkers. It's the one neutral card that can give your Warlord an attack buff. The only one I could find. Maybe I forgot something, let me know. But yeah, gives +1 to adjacent units. And you're going to see this come very much in handy. There's going to be turns where I drop this and get off Bloodthirst attack, and it's great. Jurgen, just another good frontline, stall for the Apotheosis, great ward, great protection, great damage, you can get off 4 damage with it almost every time. So yeah, just an all-around great solid card. The Spear, the most important attack bonus in the deck, because 1, it's lower cost for a permanent than Apotheosis, and 2, you get to stun the enemy Warlord, or whatever you're attacking, but usually the enemy Warlord, which is very important when you're fighting things like, you know, Curzon Dax or whatever. Domar Gunnarsson, oh yeah, best 6 energy cost troop, gives wards, gives the heals, stalls for Apotheosis, they waste their turn killing it, it's great. Another flank troop control, great. I did throw in the Ragnaroks, I just like them, I love them, and if I reduce the cost of this by 2 instead of one of the attack pulls, okay, that's fine. I can live with that. It's a high cost one, going down to 5, beautiful. The Wolves, gotta have it. It's, again, just quintessential for Space Wolves. It's hard to not run it. And of course, the 2 Apotheosis. Your Warlord heals 6 and gains +1 attack permanently. That's how you win. And we're going to see that get off every single one of these games. So how'd we do? The last 4 matches are victories. Surprisingly, the one lost is Agapito Nev, and we're actually going to beat up Konrad Kurz twice. So let's start with the first win. And strap in on this one, folks. It is a delightful win. Oh my god. All right, getting rid of that 2 high cost. I'm cool with those. In hindsight, maybe I should have mulliganed Jurgen away. But ooh, look at this. I got the Legendary Bros, the 2 most universal legendaries that are also 3 cost. Surprised I didn't run Melkator. Maybe I would have taken out Artillery Strike from Melkator. Yeah, I probably should have done that. So, pretend Artillery Strike is Melkator. So we go with Trez first, so that way on energy turn 4, I can get off a heal and Jubok, or, yeah, etc. Playing Jubok first would get me 1 extra card and such, but then I'd lose an energy most likely. Are you ready for the greatest Jubok pull of all time? I don't think you are. Oh my god. You're about to have a bad time, buddy. You're about to have such a bad time. Permanent Bloodthirst. Don't mind if I do.
You're fearless.
I am. So like, alright, I'm gonna start rushing towards that, you know, 10 energy heal back. And I think he's gonna get it off. I don't remember if I kill him before turn 10. I might. There's 2 of these matches, so... Oh, look at this example. Bam. Bam. Because now I'm like, I gotta kill him ASAP. We're gonna just get out maximum damage potential every turn. And this one's great, because it'll allow him to apply 3 and possibly another troop, and it's also 5. It's just an all-around great troop, the Firewalkers. I'm surprised that we don't see more of them. You usually just see him in neutral decks.
Mercy
Alright.
is a weakness.
I have nothing good to flank. Boom! Apotheosis 8 energy. So now on turn 8, energy turn 8, Apotheosis, energy turn 10, Apotheosis. I was debating doing the face bash and then double tapping, but I feel like the 3 heal, because I'm gonna be Mercy and Forgivenessing a lot, was worth it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm about to make that a lot harder for you. And good on him, he's not giving me anything to control, because otherwise I would, between wolves or that, but I am gonna Apotheosis.
You're fearless.
Okay, so I'm gonna be able to get him down to 4, even if I attack. Thank goodness for that extra attack, because now that's gone. Can I kill him though? Hey, artillery. We're doing that because he's about to pop off, and I don't need to give him a free kill and stealth. Minus will hit him for 3. So at this point, Jordan's not going to make it onto the field. That was risky for him. Let's pop off Apotheosis.
If you knew only a fraction of what I've seen.
Stack attack. So, he has to heal. He's got no way to guarantee stealth without getting lucky with the draw. If he gives me can't attack, I just hit him twice into like that. Okay, I don't care, bro. Don't matter to me. Does not matter. Sayonara. Ah, what a delightful opener. I was so excited when that was my first match. Now let's watch me barely lose to Agapito Nev. Let me know what I did wrong and where. Generally, the theme of why I lose this is I have all this flank, and he's not going to give me a single troop to control. Everything he plays will be stealth, and it's going to cause me to lose. Because look, flank, flank, flank. Destroy creature. All 4 of those cards are duds. And I War Room for War Room. That doesn't help either. So. Cool. Alright, let's War Room again. Perfect. Just as the deck is intended. So the nice thing about playing that this turn is that he can't attack anymore without fully sacrificing the troop. So we're going to end up stalling this out for a very long time through some stack attacking. Maybe he should have bashed anyway and hit me, but he chose not to. And this will also prevent him from doing anything. 3 attack there, 3 there. He doesn't want to deal with it. Was it when he attacks or deals damage? Enemies damaged by this troop gets sentenced 1. I wonder if I flanked into him, I would get the damage and then the sentence, but I still take an extra 1? No, I don't think I would. The sentence happens after. So again, let's check. Flank, flank, flank. Destroy target, flank. Stealth, stealth. What can a man do? Let's try to draw something. That's better than what we've been seeing. I figure maybe I can get off 2 hits with that or force some damage over there. We'll see. Perfect. I mean, as good as it can get. Obviously, I could have taken 2 damage instead, but now he has to sacrifice that whole troop just to kill that. And he's going to bash that out before I heal it or do anything weird. Good call. Apotheosis time. I'm actually pretty surprised I lose this, even though my hand is this destroy, controlled, hot mess. Namely, if I had a second 8-cost Apotheosis, I definitely would have won. Yeah. That's some good comboing. I was praying that he would drop a troop. He did not. Anything would have been great, because then I could have Ragnaroked it, stunned him, kept myself in a safe zone. Indirect 2. Try to keep my health up as high as possible. So I'm one turn away from the win. But at that, I'm dead. He's got at least 8 damage there. He's got 5 energy. He's Raven. Something in his hand's about to... And there it is. That'll kill me. Just a smidge it off. And all because it's a hard counter. I didn't have a lot of anti-stealth in this. Perhaps my artillery strike should have been the network, you know, anti-stealth. But let's get back to the fun. Now we're going to get to beat up some fun favorites to beat up. Especially Nerat. Everybody loves beating up Nerat. Keeping the spear. I don't need Ragnarok opening hand. Yeah, I'll keep double Jordans.
We gave everything, and we will take everything.
Nerat is one of those warlords that you just have to kill as quick as possible. If you let him poke draw too much, it's not going to go well for you. Surprising play, but I don't mind. I have the golden opener, Jordan and Baelai. That's okay. And can you spot the mistake? He didn't face bash it. It strictly would have been better to face bash it, because, like, 1 attack, 2 health. Because now, he's going to take the 3 damage anyway, and I've managed to kill the troop. And get off 2 extra attack for my Baelai. And these turns are rough. Hey, artillery! That actually might have been useful this turn, but I see the 1 attack opportunity, so I can have a guy live. So I'm gonna do it. And now we have kind of a lot of optional targets, so he's more likely to live the turn. For example, he killed that instead of doing a poke and a drop. Alrighty, let's see what we pull. Very first time ever using this troop. Very first time ever getting off his ability. Pride of the Emperor. On energy turn 6 for energy turn 7 next turn. Yeah, I think that's game. Good play. Of course, it's still lethal. Even without Pride of the Emperor. But we gotta flex a little. Perfection! A bit of a hard lane. Very unfortunate hand for they're out there. Nothing seemed to quite line up. Alrighty. It's time for Wolf v Wolf. I'm actually okay with this. Rhino's a great counter to him. Baelai is a mandatory, and Spear's a mandatory. I'm actually just gonna do indirect poke for 2 turns, unless I draw something for 3, like that. Look at that. I got the perfect hand again. No 2 energy? Leman Russ is hard with that. I mean, he's got the 1-3, he's got the 2-3 flank, but people don't play the 2-3 flank unless there's something to flank. So, and Abandoned Supplies would be a good call with Leman Russ, but those didn't quite happen. You can poke, you can bash, and then you can decide if you want to trade equal. He decides against it, I think. Which I'm a little surprised about. I thought he would have gotten off the extra. So we're going to get Baelai off ASAP while the board state is young. And I'm actually secretly hoping he plays his Bale Eye. Why am I hoping for that? Well, I got these Firewalkers, so I can get him up to 5 attack, and then attack and heal him after. So that's exactly what I do. So now he's outside of auto-lethal, unless there's a fast or a 3 flank like that. You know, maybe it would have been wiser to play the Goldstone Hunters, and then... No, that's still the best one. Alright, let's get to the stunning. Let's get the spear out. Get to the stunning. Stack attack. Yeah, I'll bash for that fight.
Yes, yes, well done.
I had a hunch. This poor Russ, though, he's gonna take 10 damage out of that Firewalker, plus the one here. It netted 11 damage, and it gave just enough for the kill. What a great card. I took a little bit of time thinking on this turn, and that's because I knew I had to stun him. If I just went for him, he could double bash against this, he could get off multiple packs. Even though he was stunned, he might have another stun cure. Although if he had a stun cure over here, it would be all the same result. Although if it's a 2 heal stun cure, he can only get off 1 attack. Either way, I figured that was the way to go. And that was not the way to go. We have lethal. And we're going to do it in the fun way. Stack attack. Woo! 3 energy becomes 7 energy, 8 damage. Boom. Alright. Sorry, my Primarch. Let's beat up another Konrad. Full mulligan into something much better.
Welcome the darkness.
Yeah, artillery strike should really be something different. Let me know what you think artillery strike should have been. What about 4 energy cost? I'm willing to go up or down 1. 3 costs, or Melgator was my favorite pick for replacing this accidental artillery. I just kind of glossed over it because I'd only drawn it once in these games we've seen so far and never used it once. I think this is the one time I do use it because it's actually my best option for turn 4. Or energy turn 4. You know, even if that had been any ward troop, something cool. I know he's gonna bash into Jubok again. I was debating, will I punch him, will I not? I'll let him do the work. Hey! Remember how I said Jubok's gonna get me Apotheosis? Stack attack. That's sad. I'm gonna have to deal a direct 2 damage for that. Nice, nice. Glad I got off the fast before he came down. I think it's time for a little stun spear, don't you? Before he starts reducing my attack twice and hitting me hard. Oh, that's trouble. That's a lot of trouble, especially if he uses it and gets sneak attack. Trouble ahead. Mateys. But here's where I'm really shocked. I thought he was going to drop it right now. And honestly, he really should have. Instead, he drops this 4 energy Reaper, which he can't target anything with. And right now, I have a great turn ahead. Because I'm gonna drop that. And the Wolf Claw. I had a pair of options here. One was to throw everything into him, which would pop off Survivor. I actually take out that. It seemed too likely a risk that he would kill this, nerf that down, do something. And maybe I really should have hit him. I am going to win this in the end, either way, so. So he finally pops that off. Okay, 9 energy. Yeah, let's get off the wolf. That way I can kill that. And still stun him. My light hindsight is maybe I should have thrown the 4-5 into it, even though it wouldn't have killed it, because then I'd be in the space for 3 and 5. But as we see, he's going to be able to kill this anyway, so I did do the right call between the double flank. Fast flank. I don't have a way to commit lethal. So I went with him first, and then that. Why did I do that? Well, instead of Apotheosis, the extra 1 damage wasn't going to make any difference. Either way, he was going to go into the negative and go Survivor, so the troop seemed better. That way he couldn't just poke off on me or something. He'd have to poke off on this, and then be open, and then take both. And now we're doing that, because it's a turn I can't do much anyway, and I assume something like that was going to happen, and I don't want to give him anything to stun off with. And he still has not used Spear. And that's gonna cost them a lot. Stack attack. Okay. Finally, he pops off the spear. But he's stunned. And guess what I can do? I can stun him without getting stunned. And then I can poke him for 2. Or 5, excuse me. Stack attack. Good, good. Mine's bigger.
Death is nothing.
He bows out. Which, yeah, I would be able to hit him for a direct 5, not give him anything to give him stealth, potentially, and then win-win-win. Boom. Alright, and a finale Karn. Karns are just so very unlucky. Count the number of self-hits with me.
We are your father's lightning.
I want the health advantage, we'll do that direct too. It's nice having that high initiative. Geigor? Geigor? Yeah. Yep. That's what, 1 self-hit? Six cost wolves. It's no apotheosis, but I'll take it. That's 2, I think. And another. So much unlock. I was debating Jubok, but this is a health battle. I figure he's gonna control Jubok anyway. Anything I draw from his deck, I'd rather deal 2 without taking 2. And be on curve. Alright, he's not doing the trades anymore. He's behind and he knows it. Jurgen! But I have Jubok and poked. Yeah, but nice thing about this guy is that if he does something like defense satellites, he's not going to be able to kill it guaranteed without taking 4. So he did do enough to only have to take 1 hit. And attacking it first is better than letting me buff it and hit him later. So, good plays, good plays. Yeah. You see, that's a good 6-7 heal, but I got 6 damage here anyway, so... Okay. What are we gonna do with that? I like that option, because it gives me a good opportunity to flank. And a Firewalker. Let's bully a little for 10 damage. Yes, I have made myself open. No, there's not very good direct target cards. Mortar Strike is irrelevant to ward. Best thing it could have hit. I think at this point he's just going to get off 2 attacks and bow out. One more damage. And a bow out. Good game. Sorry, Karn. That's so random. Hope you enjoyed this Stack Attack the meme. I had a lot of fun playing it. I do not recommend this for any type of ladder play, but this game's about fun. Come on, guys. If you like this, like it. If you want to see more like it, subscribe. Share this with your friends. And, of course, Karmatos loves you. Thanks for watching.